now finding the ad copy that works. You're getting great click-through rates, and you've added additional keywords or even long tail variations. Maybe you're interested in having even more traffic come to your site. And here's another option that we're going to go over that you can try, and if it works well for you, great. If not, it's something that you can turn right back off. It is the Google Search Partners. Right now, the only thing we've been running is the Google Search. And if you remember, we actually opted out of the Search Partners when we first started. The main reason being, it's really hard to manage both getting started and really having a good handle of what's going to work effectively. The most important thing is to make sure that you get the Google search, or what we've been doing up to this point, working well before you start to add anything else, because it's harder to manage, and you get better data by just honing in on one aspect of Google AdWords. So once you find what's working really well in Google search, you can now take that and implement it with the Google Search Partners. And the best part about this is the click-through rates on Search Partners will not affect the quality score of your Google search campaign. So even if you end up having terrible results, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect what you've built up to this point so far with your Google search campaign portion. And the other thing is Google will actually monitor where your ads are displaying on the Search Partners, and if there's some sites that aren't working effectively, they'll eventually shut those down. And there's so many different sites, they don't even disclose who the partner sites are for the most part. Some are like AOL or Ask.com, for example. And it's just another way to get your ad copy on more sites so that you can target even more people, bring in a larger amount of traffic. So to get it enabled, if you were to run it from the campaign you have right now, you would go to the Settings tab within Campaigns, go to the Networks and Devices section, and beside Networks, you can click Edit, and you would select Search Partners here. And as you can see, it requires Google Search. Unfortunately, you can't just run Search Partners. And here's the downside to running it within the same campaign. If you go to the Ads group, you can actually segment by network. So you can see here all the results you get for Google search, all the results you're getting for Search Partners, and the display network, which is another portion we're not going to go over. But you get the cost per clicks and the click-through rates and the conversions for each section, which is great for the different ads. The problem is they don't do that for the keywords. If you go to the Keywords tab, you cannot segment by network. So the keywords could you will be running up a lot of impressions, but you don't know what clicks are coming from the Search Partners, what clicks are coming from your Google campaign when they're within the same campaign. And the issue with that is when you turn on the Search Partners, you're going to have a much higher amount of impressions each day, and your click-through rates are actually going to go down probably because the Search Partners will have, for the most part, an overall lower click-through rate than Google search. You might have some exceptions here and there, but typically the exception to that rule is, the rule is that your Search Partners will not perform as well, which is fine. They're expected to not have as high of a click-through rate because they're not as targeted and they're displaying on all types of sites that Google chooses. So it's less control as well. So here's another recommendation that you can run with. You can actually create a brand new campaign using the same ad groups, ad copy, and keywords. And what you'll do is, this time around, you will not opt out of the Search Partners. So you'll have both the Google Search and the Search Partners for the new campaign you create, while still keeping your original campaign. And you're going to bid less on all your keywords because the cost per click for the Search Partners is going to be less than your Google search results. So what this will do is, with the lower bid amounts and being opted into the Search Partners for your other campaign, your ads will display within those Search Partner results, and you'll get clicks, but then your other campaign that's running, the original campaign with the higher bids, will be used for your Google campaign, the Google search campaign, which is great because that way you can have them split apart, and for the most part, you'll know that those clicks that you're getting within your second campaign, which is opted into the Search Partners, is basically coming from the Search Partners. You might get a couple outliers here and there where something came through from the Google search, but for the most part, that's how you can split and really see how things are working for your individual keywords, and then that way you can pause various keywords that you don't want to use within the search partners that you are using within Google search, and that'll be a great way to keep things organized and set apart. Otherwise, you're going to have all your data just heaped together in one campaign, and it can get confusing and hard to manage. Also, another recommendation, if you click on the Networks tab, and this is, again, where you'll see the results for your search partners in the Google search. You click the exclusions plus sign there, and add exclusions menu, and select exclude category. There is one section that you can turn off. This is all for the display network for the most part. But you can shut down park domains. And what those are, basically sites that have been purchased domains, but they're not really being used, there's no content on them, and those can actually display within the search partners. But here's the thing, sometimes people have success with those. So you might want to run your search partner campaign for a little while, see how it performs on park domains. If you're having good results and getting conversions, great. If not, you can just click the box right there and save, and it'll exclude your park domains from the search partners. That is the one thing that you can turn off for search partners. And you can also, that's how you'll review your results for that. Analytics will provide some data as well. You'll be able to run, how the things are performing once you turn on the search partners, and you can really view the increase in clicks and see if it's producing more conversions for you, if it's something that you just want to turn back off. So that's another option for you if you want to give it a shot. Go ahead and run with it and see if it works for your area. If not, just go ahead and turn it back off, and you can always continue to just run the Google search. And maybe at some point we will cover the display network as well. That's not within our to-do right now, but if we get enough people that are interested in learning about that, that might be a training that we'll include down the road. Okay, good luck, and let us know how this portion of the campaign works for you.